Hey Cosmic Babes, it's your girl Malu from Co-Creating Hermit. For those of you new to the channel, Co-Creating Hermit is a self-discovery community that cultivates transformative alignment for our mind, body, and spirit. Before jumping into the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video, please. Also, follow me on Instagram. It's at co_creating hermit for similar content, plus more behind the scenes content. And check out my blog where I get more in depth at topics with topics that help us grow. With that being said, for the good of all and harm to none, let's begin. All right, everyone. So, in honor of the full moon in Sagittarius that will be coming up, I'm recording this 2 days in advance. So, but you guys will be seeing it one day before the full moon in Sagittarius, which will be Saturday, June 3rd, 2:30 p.m. And it depends where you are watching this from, at what time the full moon will be showing itself. I'll put in the times here. So this full moon in Sagittarius is also known as the strawberry full moon because it's the last full moon of the spring solstice, and this summer solstice will be coming in turn. So the full moon is a time for manifestation, celebrations, and a time for divination as well. With that in mind, the intention of this video is to see what you're manifesting during this lunation and how to do it. Also, any messages from your higher self, ancestors, and angels for guidance during this strawberry full moon. And for those, I'll be using various oracle cards, but for starters, we'll be starting with tarot. Okay, so we're going to pull signifier cards from this spiritual awakening oracle deck, and then I already have the crystals set aside that we'll be using. So let's go ahead and get into that. All right, everyone, how have you guys been doing during this this lunation? How have you guys been feeling? You know, the full moons make some people go a little wild and crazy. I want to say it allows us to feel like we step into our power. We feel more confident, much braver. So how are you guys feeling during this lunation? So Spirit, may I get a signifier card for pile number 1, please, Spirit? Thank you. We have here the law of mentalism. Get clarity on your core values and commit to what matters. Beautiful. Good. Can I get a signifier card for those that select pile number 2, please, Spirit? Signifier card for those that select pile number 2, Spirit. Alright. Ooh, okay, I'm going to grab the first one that dropped. One sec. So the card that fell for you guys was the law of perception. Look beyond the illusion to the one truth. Interesting. And let's get one more card, a signifier card for pile number 3, please, Spirit. Excellent. We've got here the law of forgiveness. Release all judgments and set yourself free. Wow. That is very nice. At the back of the deck, for all of us, the energy of this reading here is the law of pure potential. Open your mind to all possibilities and allow yourself to receive everything. I claim it. I claim that energy. Heck yes. So, pile number 1, for you guys, I already pre-selected without knowing the signifier cards. I pre-selected the crystals for each pile, and let me show you them right now, okay? So, for you, pile number 1, I selected the crystal Aragonite. And this crystal is known for centering, acceptance, stability. It's also associated with the root chakra and the Capricorn zodiac sign and with the earth element. This is just a beautiful crystal. I love it so much. I got this at the farmer's market, and there's a little crystal vendor there. Not a little, but there was a crystal vendor there, and she was so sincere and nice. Yeah, I loved her crystals. So that's pile number 1 with the Aragonite crystal and the law of mentalism signifier card. And remember, when we get to your piles, I will read from the guidebook the messages of each of these cards. So pile number 2, we've got what I believe to be, just because I bought this such a long time ago, but I was doing my due diligence to figure out what this crystal was, and it seems to be Chrysocolla in quartz. And this crystal is known for intuition, communication, harmony. It is associated with the heart chakra, with Gemini, Taurus, and Virgo zodiac signs, and lastly with the water element. So, if those are some aspects that you are looking into at this moment and you resonate with, then Chrysocolla in quartz is the crystal for you. And that is paired along with pile number 2's signifier card, the law of perception. All right, last but surely not least, pile number 3. We've got the desert road in Selenite for you guys. Again, I bought this one with the Aragonite when I was out at the farmer's market from the same vendor. This is a purifying, protection, and calming crystal that is associated with the root and crown chakra, with the Capricorn, Scorpio and Taurus zodiac signs, and lastly with the air element. So if that's something that you guys are resonating with at the moment, then pile number 3's crystal and signifier card is for you. The law of forgiveness. Okay, so remember, you guys, if you're feeling drawn to more than one pile, that's absolutely fine, or all 3. Follow your intuition, listen to your gut. I'm going to give you guys like a few seconds with some meditation music to help pick the card for you. Sorry. So go ahead and pick while I take a sip of water and prepare myself for this. Okay, Cosmic Babe, so now that you've selected, check the description box below for your piles reading, and I'll see you over there. Bye. Hey, pile number 1. For this reading, I'll be using a Strawberry Moon in Sagittarius tarot spread created by Moon and Cactus, and I'll insert the tarot spread here for your reference. Go ahead and pause it if you want so you can screenshot it and use it for yourself. Yeah, so we're going to get into it. This is the 5-card spread, and then for the tarot, then I'll be pulling some oracle cards here. And I always read the signifier cards message from the guidebook at the end, just to tie everything in. And I also, of course, have my mini Rider-Waite tarot deck on deck to get any clarifications if needed. All right. So with that being said, pile number 1, let's see how you can expand and find a deeper meaning in your life. Let's see how you can expand and find a deeper meaning in your life. 1 card, please. 1 card, please, Spirit. How can pile number 1 expand and find a deeper meaning in their life? Excellent. Okay, so we've got here 2 inner voice. This is the High Priestess. Very nice. So let's see how those that selected pile number 1 can be reminded of the fire they carry within, Spirit. How can they be reminded of the fire they carry within, Spirit? 1 card, please. Be reminded of the fire they carry within. 1 card, please. How can you be reminded of the fire they carry within? Excellent. Okay, you guys got 2 cards. Normally I wouldn't do that. Well, you know what? No, I would. So I'm going to go ahead and keep it. We've got 10 harmony, and we've got 3 isolations. So this is the 10 of Cups, and we have the 3 of Swords. And I'm going to put them like this. Okay. So moving on, let's see how you can embrace your newfound fire and flow more easily with this spike in power. Okay, 1 second. We've got the Four of Cups turning in. Ooh, I love this reading so far. Very promising cards. Okay, moving on to the fourth. Let's see, as the eclipse season approaches, what do you need to clear from your life? What do you need to clear from your life? Pile number one. Let's get a signifier card as what do you need to clear from your life? Okay, we've got here courage, the strength card in the major arcana. Wow, y'all. Okay, and lastly, let's see a healing message from this beautiful and optimistic full moon for pile number one. A healing message. A healing message. Okay. I'm interested to see this. Okay, so 7 of Swords, politics here. All right, so we'll pull the oracle cards later. First, let's start with the first one here. So in order for you to go to the distance and aim towards your goals, I can sense that it's a need to tune into your intuition, to tune into your inner wisdom and guidance in order for you to expand and find a deeper meaning in your life, pile number one. And in doing so, in allowing yourself a moment of stillness to hear your intuition, I forgot where I had heard this, but I heard somewhere, if I remember from the time I make this video, edit it, and upload it, I'll put it in either here in the video or in the description box. But there's this saying that intuition whispers, right? It's a still, calm, gentle voice, whereas your ego is loud and impulsive, right? And abruptive. Yeah, I want to say it's abruptive, right? It's an abruptive, loud voice, right? Whereas your intuition is much more gentler, much more calmer. And that's what I'm sensing here that you need to tune into in order for you to expand in your life, in order for you to live a life more attuned and aligned with your life's purpose, with your soul's purpose, your spirit's purpose. And that's how you're going to be able to go to the distance towards your goals. Pile number one. Let's see these two cards here. It says a way in which you can be reminded of the fire that you carry within is with the 10 of Cups and the 3 of Swords. For this, what I am sensing that, when you're in the eye, excuse me, voice. When you're in the eye of the storm, it seems hopeless and it seems devastating, and like you're not going to get over this hurdle, you're not going to get over this storm, right? However, know that time heals things, especially if you're actively working towards healing things, right? And getting over certain things that have caused you such isolation, such heartbreak, such sadness. So look at the face here and the card. It's crying. When you're in those moments, right, and you're actively working towards getting over this sadness, eventually you start to feel normal again. Eventually you start to feel whole again. You start to feel like you again. And that's what Spirit is asking me to remind you, is that you have resiliency. You need to be reminded of that power and that fire you have within, which is your resiliency. And I know there's some thoughts out there and sayings going out there that I'm tired of being resilient. I'm tired of having to always be getting back up. But that's life from the moment we were born. I mean, the only moment that we had absolute peace and no worries at all is when we were in our mother's womb. Honestly, like, to be dead ass honest. Like, that's the only time we had absolute peace. We had no worry in the world. And we felt a sense of joy, especially if our mothers had a wonderful time during pregnancy, because there is a link between, it's been scientifically proven that children absorb energy while their mothers is pregnant. And a child can sense when their mother is happy or when their mother is sad and angry, happy and joyful. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is that that was the moment in which we had true joy. The moment we're born, we come into this world crying because that isn't a traumatic event. We were in such blissful peace, and out of nowhere, we're getting pulled out, and oh my God, what the hell is this? Like, where's my amniotic sac? Where's the umbilical cord? Like, everything is different, right? And that's why when you hear your mother's voice in birth and smell her and feel her, that's when we feel a sense of peace, because we're like, okay, this is what home is. Anyways, I would say the biggest lesson that I've learned thus far, because I've gone through my share of traumatic experiences, as everyone else does, you know, not everyone's life is the same. There will be similarities. However, I've learned that my resiliency and my ability to continue loving and forgiving, right? Forgiving not for them, but for myself, so I don't carry that burden on my back and I don't become bitter and I don't calcify myself in that sense, right? I learned to forgive for myself, for my sanity, for my peace, and I continue to love. I continue loving. I continue filling up my love tank, and whatever overflows, I share with those around me, right? And that resiliency and reminding myself, like, holy crap, this is something so unfavorable. This is something so horrible that I'm going through. However, I know that this is just a phase, and it's here to for some reason in my life, there's something that I need to pay attention to, that I need to be mindful of during this phase in order for me to move on to the next, right? So it's reminding yourself that regardless of those heartbreaks and those devastating moments that you're going to go through, pile number one, you will have a sense of joy and peace when you remember that you are a resilient, divinely protected being, that things happen for you and not to you, right? Okay, so moving forward, sorry to go on a little rant there, but I was really hearing all these things and I had to really channel them for you. So here, how you can embrace your newfound fire and flow more easily with this spike in power will be with the Four of Cups here and tuning in. Again, similar to the first card here with the High Priestess, it'll be turning into yourself. I always say tuning in, but it's turning into yourself. See this card here, like, there's so many distractions, there's so much bullshit, there's so much drama going on, yet she is turning into herself to get inner peace, to get stillness, to get grounded, to get centered. And look at her centering. Her aura is starting to glow to the point that it's going to push back everything. So regardless, through all the chaos going on around her, she is able to find this stability within herself. Ergo, allowing her to be prepared, resilient, knowing that regardless of what obstacles or adversity she may face, she knows she will persevere through it. She knows she will get through it, right? So that's something that I'm seriously sensing here for you guys, is that turning into yourself, and for you to find that wisdom that you need, right? Because sometimes we look externally for guidance and wisdom, but sometimes if we just tune into ourselves, meditate, or even journaling, right, can help you find that wisdom that you need, get new ideas in order for you to either pivot because one way is not working, and pivot into a new way in order for you to overcome an obstacle or an adversity. You know what? I was having a conversation, for some reason I'm feeling called to share this with you, but I was having a conversation with a girlfriend of mine, and we were talking about how certain elements help us tune into our intuition, where we get like hits of ideas or knowledge or wisdom from our higher self, right? From our soul, from our spirit. And she was telling me that for her it's water. And I was like, dude, that is so crazy, because for me too, like whenever I am washing dishes, when I'm taking a shower, or I hear water, or I'm next to a body of water, I get, it's kind of like a trance state, into a trance state that I am not susceptible. I'm like her. It's a medium in order for me to channel messages from my higher self. And for my girlfriend, it's the same thing as well. And I said it usually has to do with your zodiac signs. It could, or it just has to do with you as a person, an element that you're naturally drawn to, right? So for you guys, it could either be water as well. It could be air. So it could be like if you're out there feeling a breeze, or um, like not inhaling, but smelling incense, or those essential oils, or even listening to music, or any type of sound, right? Like a singing bowl, a Tibetan bowl, or any type of any type of sound or scent will help you guys for the air elements. For the earth elements, again, it would be like eating things, touching things, feeling the earth beneath you, grounding, right, with your bare feet on the grass and in the dirt. Grounding is one. Touching the plants, touching the trees, hugging the trees, or communicating with trees. Being around these earthly bodies will help you tune into yourself and also channel messages from your higher self. Pile number one. Let's see, for the fire element, it could be um, fire gazing, looking at a candle's flame, right? And also dancing for you guys. Dancing is another one, like actually dancing to the point that you feel your body like in a trance state, and you can feel heat coming from within. That is another aspect that I've done, and I've felt so completely transcended, that I have gotten like intuitive hits. Let's see, candle magic could be one for you guys if that's something that you're into. But for you, pile number one, I'm sensing that maybe for you guys as well, you guys get um, channeled messages from your higher self whenever you're by a body of water, for sure. So let's see how, let's see what you need to clear in order for you to lift your higher vibrations, pile number one. So you guys got the 8, the strength card from the major arcana. Strength. And this is literally the epitome of resiliency. Your guys' freaking motto word, the word of this lunation is resiliency. Resiliency. Regardless of your surroundings, of your adversities, you are a motherfucking seed that will sprout no matter what the circumstances are. Nothing can stop you, pile number one, from blooming, from blossoming, from being you. Nothing can stop you, regardless of the circumstances. The best thing you can do is be authentically you, and you have to have the courage to do so. So maybe some of you guys, I want to say with this law of mentalism here, I feel like some of you guys are the ones that feel that other people's opinions, either you consciously do this or subconsciously do this, but you guys put so much weight on other people's opinions of you, of you and of yourself, and you so much so that it's at the detriment of you not being your authentic self. You hide yourself behind a mask that you think would be more pleasing and much more receiving and open to other people, right? But screw them. Like, this is your life. You're living your life for you, not for others. So have the courage to be you, pile number one. Have the courage to speak in your authenticity, to live in your authenticity in that sense, right? In order for you to lift to a higher vibration, pile number one, you'll have to do that. You'll have to have the courage to be you. and to um, push through any adversity. Push through. Or if you in that moment, the eye of the storm, if you feel like you can't push through and it's a little too hard for you, what I'm sensing is just remind yourself, hold space for yourself to be sad, right? It's not bad to be sad. Sadness teaches us something very important. And I'm sensing you guys should see that movie. Dang, what is it called? It's that movie from Disney Channel, from Disney, and it's the movie about the feelings inside the little girl Riley, right? Her emotions, and joy and sadness were at odds with one another. Well, more particular, joy was at odds with sadness because she didn't want the little girl to ever be sad. She just wanted her to be joyful. But if you haven't seen it, just watch it. I don't want to spoil it for you guys. You should have seen it. You know what? You should have seen it. It's been out for years. But the point is that sadness has an important message for us. It teaches us something important. And only through sadness, well, not only through sadness, but through sadness, we can heal ourselves and show other people, like, hey, I'm sad right now. I am not okay. I need help. I need um I need compassion. I need softness. I need a space in order for me to get over this, right? And it shows those in your inner circle that this person, that you need help in this moment. And it opens the doors for us to be vulnerable with one another, for us to be authentic and truthful with one another, right? In order for us to move through that phase into another. That is wonderful. I love it. I love it. All right. So let's move forward with a healing message from this beautiful and optimistic full moon for you guys, pile number 1, which is the 7 of Swords politics. And so with this card, let's see, what do I want to say with this card? You don't have to play politics anymore. You don't have to put on that mask anymore. For the good of all and harm to none, you don't have to pretend to be anyone else anymore. Pile number 1. It's all in your mind. Okay? All those negative opinions, unless someone has told you up front, like, I don't like you because X, Y, and Z, just be like, okay, all right, that's your opinion and you're entitled to it, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's true about me. And also, you don't need to know other people's opinions about you. That is not your responsibility. That is not your right to know if someone doesn't want to share their opinion with you, whether it's positive or negative, right? And let that be a message of peace in the sense of surrendering in the sense of surrendering the need to know what others think of you. Like, and it's a sense that you may consciously be doing this or subconsciously be doing this in order for you to maneuver through situations, right? And in order to be playing politics, be playing nice to get to point A to point B, right? But there's no need to do that anymore. Just tune into your authenticity, right? Tune into your authenticity. There's no need for that anymore, pile number 1. And when you do that, and you start living life more authentically to yourself, all these other people who are embodying this energy as well will soon fade out of your life. Because when you start to tune into your authenticity and to your intuition, you'll start setting up boundaries and be like, you know what, I'm not okay with this. If we're going to be friends, this is a boundary of mine, and I do that for you. I respect you in X, Y, and Z manner. So I expect you to reciprocate that. And if you can't, that's fine. This is just where our path separates, right? But with doing so, with you aligning to yourself, your resiliency, and your authenticity, these relationships that are surrounding you in your life or circumstances would slowly but surely fade away. Pile number 1. And that's a wonderful thing to hear. Like, you know what I'm saying? And this is something that I resonate with because as a recovering people pleaser, like, I had to learn how to set those boundaries. I had to learn how to step into my authenticity. Like, because I was, for the lack of better words, Captain Save-A-Ho. Because I felt like the only way people will love me is if I'm doing something for them. Whereas me being my authentic self and allowing them the presence of my authentic self is already enough. Obviously, I'm going to help people. I know that may sound selfish, but obviously I'm going to help my family, my friends, and those I love and care about. And even strangers, every once in a while I'll help them, right? But it won't be any longer at the detriment of myself. That's what I mean to say, okay? Because at the end of the day, regardless if I do something for them, they're still going to have their opinions, whether they be negative or positive about me. So, and then that's not within my control. I'm not going to put myself in the back burner to please someone else and to ensure that they like me. That's all I'm saying. And that's something that I'm sensing for you guys too. Pile number 1. So moving forward, let's get a oracle card for you guys. What else you'll be manifesting? 1 second. Spirit, what is pile number 1 manifesting during this full moon in Sagittarius? Spirit, what is pile number 1 manifesting during this full moon in Sagittarius? All right. So we have here last quarter moon in Virgo, attend to the details. Tending to the details. That literally coincides here with the law of mentalism. Get clarity on your core values and commit to what matters. So yeah, and how you'll be doing that is turning into your inner wisdom, into your inner guidance, so that you can know what you want, right? And you can find the steps of getting there, of what you want. And also knowing what you don't want helps as well, right? Because, for example, like let's say if you're presented with a new opportunity, either a job or a collaboration, or plug in whatever fits. If the cons of like the things that you don't want outweigh the pros, regardless if the pro is like, I'll give you $1,000 sign on, but the cons are larger. Like you have graveyard shifts and there's no benefits and you have to do way more than what we pay for. Yeah, forget that. You're not going to want to do it, right? So attend to those details, right, of going in within and finding those things that you do want and you don't want, right, will help you get clarity. Oh, you know what, I was going to pull from the back of the deck, and this is let me see, one more card. Sorry guys. So one more card of what those in pile 1 will be manifesting. Here we go, check it out. New moon in Pisces, attuned to the divine. Yep, that's been another like message here, tuning into yourself. You are divine, a divine cosmic being. At the back of the deck, we have assess the situation with that 7 of swords here. For sure, assess situations. Like, it's time to be aware and mindful of the situations and how they're making you feel and setting those boundaries, right? Let's get a message from, 1 second. I have these crystals. I put them on top of my cards to protect them, to keep them grounded, to keep them safe, and to cleanse them. 1 second. Okay. Spirit, can we get a message from pile number 1's higher self? Message from pile number 1's higher self, please, Spirit. Oh, we got two messages for you. At the back of the deck, we have the storyteller affirmation. I have the right to speak because I listen to when others speak. Here's the beautiful image. Okay, 1 second. I'll show you the cards right now. The cards that you guys got was this one, which is 12, the angel. Affirmation, I have faith in my ability to help myself and others. Definitely, you guys definitely do. Where am I going to put this? Okay, and the second one, it says 20, the transformer. Affirmation is, I transform myself as a caterpillar transforms into a butterfly. Yo, these two make so much sense, pile number 1, because look, it says here, I have faith in the ability to help myself and help others. Helping yourself is a sense of, it's a way in order for you to transform yourself. Like some of you guys, like I said, may have been people pleasers and are trying to let that go in order for you guys to transform, you need to let go of those old patterns and habits that have been keeping you stagnant, right? Or have been causing limitations for you that no longer resonate with you. So, in order to do so, it's just having faith in yourself and your ability to be resilient, and tuning into your authenticity will help you also transform tremendously. Pile number one. So, lastly, let's get here a card, a message from your ancestors, your angels, and any spirit guides that want to come through. A message for those that selected pile number one, please, spirit. Message from the angels or ancestors for those that selected pile number one. Ooh. Okay, you guys got a lot. Okay, I'm gonna get the two that fell on me, and the rest I'll show you them, but I'm not gonna keep them. 1 second. Okay. All right, so here are some of the ones that fell on the ground, but I'm not going to keep. It is winter, take care of your needs. Absolutely. We've got the Lord, take charge with authority. Absolutely. We also have got Stargazer, set your sights higher. Get out of that comfort zone. And we've got the Lady, enjoy growth and reap rewards. Nice. At the back of the deck, before I show you the cards that did come out for you, we've got Eagle, see from a higher perspective. Yeah. Yep. Okay, let's see here. So you guys got Hermit, hey, retreat and recharge. Yeah. Retreat and recharge. And then you guys got Snake, shed old skin. Yep. This one coincides for sure with transformation, with transforming. It's you guys letting go of those things about you that no longer serve you, in order for you to align to your authentic self, right? And that's why it's important for you guys to go through hermit mode at this moment, which literally coincides with this Four of Cups here, and with the High Priestess, like tuning into yourself in order for you to recharge, right? In order for you to know what boundaries you wish to create with those in your life, in order for you to transform. So lastly, before ending this reading, let's go to the law of mentalism. Let's read from the guidebook. 1 second. Okay. It says here, by drawing this card, your higher self desires for you to end judgment of others and yourself. The entire universe is connected through an omnipotent presence. The moment you perceive yourself separate, you experience feeling divided and powerless. At the energetic core, you unite with everyone and everything through the one mind. You are being asked to live in the mental state of gratitude. A creative medium surrounds you, receiving and reflecting the direct impression of your thoughts and acts according to it. If you desire to experience your divinity, you must live in gratitude. That's the last way to live in gratitude. Here's a journal and action for you to do. It says, find a sacred space and take some time to write down all the things you are grateful for. Think of all the lessons and blessings in your life. Take time to energize the gratitude within until you are overwhelmed with an inspired action. Yes. You know what? And I'm also going to read you like the message before it tells you like the meaning of this card. So let's go ahead and read it. It says, everything begins in the mind. The universe is mental universe. There is one mind that interconnects everyone and everything. The first cause of all creation is born of the divine mind. As within, so without. Each person has been endowed with the individual use of this one mind. The individual experience is the condensed use via limiting beliefs and perceptions. The truth is that you have the infinite intelligence of the entire universe within. Exactly. Just because those limiting beliefs or old patterns worked for you at one point it doesn't mean that it's still going to work. There's so many more options in order for you to use, for you to move on to a next phase, in order for you to manifest something new for yourself. So pile number one, what I'm sensing for you guys overall, what you guys are manifesting this with this strawberry full moon is transformation, transforming into your authentic self, because you guys are learning how resilient you are, right? And with that resiliency, it allows you to be authentic regardless of any adversity you may feel, any or sense or perceive or experience, excuse me, that's the word, experience. Regardless if people are going to like you or not, that resiliency is going to be allow you to be authentically you, wholeheartedly and unapologetically. All right, so pile number one, this is all I'm seeing for you. Please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and share this with anyone you think would care. Also follow me on Instagram at @co_creatinghermit for more content on mind, body, and spirit. And I'll catch you in the next video. Bye. Hey Cosmic Babe, if you selected pile number 2 with the Chrysocolla and Quartz crystal and the Law of Perception, look beyond the illusion to the one truth signifier card, then this is your reading. So, for this reading, I'll be using a strawberry moon in a Sagittarius tarot spread created by Moon and Cactus. And I'll insert the photo here for reference. You can go ahead and pause it and screenshot it if you'd like to do it for yourself. So let's get straight into it, yeah? I'm doing a live shuffle of everything here, so that's probably why, not probably, that is why the readings are taking a little bit longer. Giving them a generous 30 minutes while last reading almost went to 40. Obviously I have to edit it, so it'll be 35 minutes about so 35 minutes for each reading, and I know the live shuffles are contributing to that. So let's get into it. So let's see how you guys, pile number 2, can expand and find deeper meaning in your life. Let's get one card, how you can expand and find deeper meaning in your life. We've got here the 9, which is the Hermit, aloneness. You know what? And this one fell in reverse. Let me just double check if that's meant to be in reverse. So that's a yes, but let me double check. Yeah, okay, it's meant to be in reverse. All right. Sorry, guys. It's not a bad thing. I'm just saying sorry because of the... Okay, so we've got the Hermit in reverse with aloneness. Then let's see how you can be reminded of the fire you carry within. How can pile number 1 be reminded of the fire they carry within? Spirit, one card, please. Sorry about that, guys. Wee. Okay, let's see, one second. So you guys got, oh, interesting. I think you guys, let me just say this before I pull these out. I think you guys may have been indecisive between pile 1 and 2. So if that's true, let me know in the comments below. Sorry about that. Just because you guys got the 10 of Cups with harmony here, and you guys got 8 of Cups, letting go. And this card came out for pile number 1, and then for pile number 1, they got 2 cards for the second question too. So that's why I'm just saying, like, maybe you guys were drawn to pile number 1. Okay, maybe. If that's something that's calling you, go ahead and check out pile number 1 if you haven't already. Or if you came from pile number 1, what's up, yo? Anyways, so let's see now. How can you embrace your newfound fire and flow more easily with this spike in power? How can pile number 2 embrace their newfound fire and flow more easily with this spike in power, Spirit? Okay, we've got here the Master, I want to say this is the Fool card. However, let me double check. Remember, I'm using the Osho Zen Tarot, and they use like their different versions of the. I think that's an extra card, or it is the Fool. One second, let me double check. Okay, that's fine. It has no extra card. I mean, no number, but it is an extra, like a bonus card in theirs, and I'm gonna keep it. Yeah. Okay. Moving forward, let's see. As this eclipse season approaches, what do you guys need to clear from your life? So, what does pile number 2 need to clear from their life as the eclipse season approaches, Spirit? Ooh. We have here 16 Thunderbolt, the Tower. If that ain't a freaking card. This is literally the card of like clearing shit. Like, let's go ahead and clear everything. If not willingly, then we'll do it by force. Like, that's literally the card for that. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, sorry guys, sorry, I shook it. Okay, so moving forward to the 5th and final card, it's a healing message from this beautiful and optimistic full moon for you. Let's get a healing message from this beautiful. Okay, a lot of cards came out, but I'm just going to pick the first one, okay? So the first one that came out, which is the 7 of Pentacles, patience. Patience, that's beautiful. And that's fine. The other cards is the Queen of Pentacles, flowering. And then the other card was the 9 of Wands, exhaustion. And behind the deck, we've got for you guys, what is it? 15, 16, 17, 18. 18, the moon card, past lives. Definitely. I am sensing that some of you guys, with this past lives card here, with the moon card here, I am sensing that some of you guys may have some insecurities that you're letting hold you back. Like, let's just say, I'm just calling it how it is. Like, I feel like for you guys, pile number 2, you guys need that tough love and that straightforwardness. Like, I'm not gonna, it's not to say that I was doing that for pile number 1. It's just to say that for pile number 1, I felt like I had to be a little bit more gentle. And it's not to say I'm not being compassionate with you guys. I am being compassionate. I care enough to be honest with you guys, and I'm honest with them too. Damn, I feel like I'm contradicting myself on everything I say. That's an overthinker there. But what I mean to say is that I feel like for you guys, a lot of your guys's blockages and a lot of things that are stopping you from manifesting or from achieving your goals, if you want to call it plain and simple without the woo-woo, from achieving your goals and from being successful, is yourself. Like, you guys allow your insecurities and your limiting beliefs and your toxic inner critic to hold you back. That is precisely why, in order for you to go to the distance and aim towards your goals, pile number 1, you're gonna need to get out of your homework mode. You're gonna you need to stop hiding yourself and playing small and not sharing yourself, because that is a form of self-rejection. Like, you are abandoning yourself by thinking, let me just stop. Like, for example, let's say if you're an artist, like you like to draw and paint, and like you have some art medium, right, that you want to share with the world. You like wish to be able to open up a shop, and either online or a brick and mortar, but you're so shy and scared of rejection that you don't put your stuff out there. However, y'all need to know that what one person might hate, another will absolutely love and pay the price to have that piece of art in their home. You know what I'm saying? One man's trash is another man's treasure. So stop worrying about those few people that are going to hate you and start thinking about all those people that are going to love you and your art. Like, you guys are focusing on the wrong thing. Okay? That's what I'm sensing, and that's what I'm channeling here. Yo, and I think your guys' guides may be very straightforward with you. Either your guides, your ancestors, or any angel, guardian angels that you guys have, they're like straightforward. Like you guys, you know what I'm saying? Like you guys may be like, oh, I need a sign, and boom, the sign will hit you. Like not literally, but you'll be like hit with a sense of like, oh my God, that's the sign. Like, holy crap, thanks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just for me, my guides also are like that. They don't like to beat around the bush. Well, let me say it's 50-50. I have one guide that's very straightforward and says it like it is. They don't like to play any games. And then I have another guide that's just like, take it easy, like, hey, it's all love, it's all like, let's kumbaya, you know. And I'm not talking schmack because I need the balance of both. We all need the balance of both. But anyways, so that's seriously what needs to happen. You guys need to get out of that hermit mode. You need to get out of your shell and put yourself out there. Pile number 2, you need to put yourself out there, babe. Okay, for whatever you want to manifest, whatever your heart desires, you need to put yourself out there. You need to stop hiding in your shell. Your comfort zone is not good. It is not good for you in the long run, okay? Because that comfort zone, as time goes by, you will remain the same, right? Maybe physically you'll change, right? You'll grow older, but if you don't allow yourself to experience new things, you will not grow, right? You're like, for example, let's give it in the metaphor of a garden, right? Of a plant. If you keep a plant in, oh, you know what? I'm going to insert a picture right here. There's a plant that I literally, bad plant mama. I forgot and I neglected, and I didn't change the pot for years. So the roots just coiled within, and got so tight and compressed until the moment that it just like broke through the pot and like threw one root all the way out, right? But the point is, you shouldn't have to get to the point that you have to break out and free yourself. Like, know when you are confining yourself within your comfort zone, within the pot, and know, okay, it's time for me to grow. It's time for me to move on. It's time for me to let go. And you guys, literally, that other card, right here, the 8 of Cups, letting go, moving on forward, letting go, knowing when something is done, something is no longer meant for you, knowing when something comes to the end, and the ability to move on to something bigger and greater. You know what I'm saying? So that 8 of Cups is literally walking away from things that no longer serve you. And that comfort zone no longer serves you, pile number 2. I'm sorry that it may be harsh for some people to hear that. And in order for you to regain your confidence and for you to be your true self, is to let go of those patterns, those toxic, those negative habits, those bad habits, those patterns, those limiting beliefs that hold you back, that keep you in your hermit mode, right? Is to let go of them, is to create new ones. So this is the trick here. As a certified holistic life coach, this is the trick here. If you don't replace the bad patterns, the bad habits with a good one, and just do nothing, like just stop it cold turkey and don't create something new, you will inevitably fall back. So what is necessary is obviously, number 1, to start very small. I would say number 1 is be realistic. Let's be real. Like let's tune into your strengths and your weaknesses. And then number 2 is start small. Start very, very small. Like let's say that, let's go with the pattern, the artist theme here. And let's say that you want to share your art with the world to the point that you can sell it and live off comfortably selling your art, right? The small step would be, like, if you haven't already, setting up your social media platforms, creating social media platforms, right? So making an Instagram, making a TikTok, making a YouTube, making a Patreon. Like, obviously start small. Instagram, TikTok is great, right? Start with those 2. So doing that, starting off slow, is another way for you guys in order to bring your manifestations into fruition, okay? And taking those small steps will definitely help you. Because with this patience card here, I know we're not there yet, but that literally is about it. Tending to the details, attending to the small details. And in order for you to find harmony within the chaos of you, like making this something too big that kept you in your shell. because you may have been overwhelmed with like, how am I supposed to like sell my art? Like, oh my God, there's so many things that I have to do for social media. There's this, there's that. Just slow down. Take it one step at a time. One step at a time. Pile number 2. I feel like your mind is racing and so overwhelmed. That's probably why you stay in your comfort zone. Okay? So that's how you're going to regain confidence, is letting go of all those negative beliefs, limiting beliefs, letting go of those old bad habits, right? And implementing new ones, starting off small, starting off with those small little steps like opening up a page. Okay, great. And then creating a posting schedule for you. Like on this day, I'm going to post my art. On this day, I'm going to make how-to reels. On this day, I'm going to show behind the scene pictures. On this day, I'm going to do lives on Instagram and be showing like lives of me drawing and making my art. You know what I'm saying? That. And then you go from there, right? Doing your research, seeing what works, trial and error, until you feel comfortable enough and you find the harmony and the flow in order for you to feel comfortable. All right. So let's move on to the third card here, which is the Master card. And this is how you're going to embrace this newfound fire and flow more easily with the spike, with this spike of power, right? And this Master card here speaks of transcendence, right? And it's having the awareness of where you were and where you're at now, right? Remembering that those things that once was serving you is no longer serving you where you want to be, or in the sense, like let's just say point blank period. Let's imagine future you. Let's do a visualization project, activity, excuse me. Visualize how you want to be, how your desired self is, right? This manifestation, how I need you to visualize how it would feel, how it would appear, how it would smell, how it would be. Like visualize everything down to the taste, to the smell, to the feeling, like everything, right? Visualize that of yourself, how that desired self, future self of you is. Based off of that, in this present moment, start to act as if you already are there, right? You have to embody all of that of your future self in this present moment in order for you to get there. Because if you are here in the present, living in the past, in that scarcity mindset, in that aloneness, in that holding on to the past, you cannot move forward because you have all this extra baggage. It's just weighing you down. So you need to let that go, let all that baggage go, focus on the future and what you can do to get you closer, right? That's the learning how to let go of the old habits and bringing in new habits, right? Replacing the old with the new, right? There's no space for the new if there's so much old, okay? So with that being said, this transcendence card is talking about you visualizing. Tuning into your third eye chakra would help out most definitely. Do some visualization meditations, practice affirmations, create a to-do list, a reasonable and realistic to-do list. Don't be overflowing it with so much crap. Just add, of course, things that help you, like in your day-to-day. Like let's say I have to do laundry, I have to go exercise, I need to pay my bills, take out the trash, right? Fit those in your calendar, fit those into your daily to-do list, and then also incorporate, okay, today I'm going to do this on Instagram, tomorrow I'm going to do this on TikTok, and then so on and so forth. In order for you to transcend, you need to practice what future you would be doing in that moment. So you need to start by doing that now. Pile number 2. Okay, moving forward here, we've got as this eclipse season is approaching for you, what you need to clear from your life in order for you to lift your vibrations higher. It's literally, you guys got the Tower card, which is like life-changing events happening for you. The Thunderbolt. Okay, you guys are definitely, with this strawberry full moon is manifesting for you is change. It's whether you like it or not, it's a time for changing. Like, your old self is no longer resonating with your present self and your future self. Like, if you want to manifest, to bring your manifestations into fruition, or in less woo-woo terms, achieve your goals and be successful, you need to shed that old skin. You need to shed it and move forward. That's the only way you can do it. And I think that's why you guys are resonating with pile number 1. Like, I think that's possibly why. So you guys really need to, one second, sorry. So that's a way you're going to let go and move forward, is by clearing out all that shit that no longer serves you, pile number 2. And you know how a way you can do it physically is literally going through your home and clearing out your closets, your cabinets, every nook and cranny in your house with shit that no longer serves you. Like, let's say you have fucking toys or clothes from when you were in high school, like, and it doesn't fit you anymore, but you're keeping it there because of nostalgia. Either sell it on OfferUp or on eBay to make money, or donate it, or give it to your niece or nephew if it fits them and they like it, because the 90s is back. The 90s and early 2000s and all the shit that I'm 31, so I'm seeing a lot of fucking fashion being recycled, and honestly, that is fashion. It's always being recycled and upgraded. So if you have stuff in your house that no longer is serving you, it doesn't serve a purpose, it's just taking up space, clear that shit. Clear it out. In order for you to make space again for the new, you need to get rid of the old. Okay? So if you can, clear things that no longer are beneficial for you to make space, right? Because that all that stuff carries energy, like a hoarding, stagnant energy. And you need to do that. And that's literally something that I'm going to be doing this month, is clearing every nook and cranny in my home in order to bring in the frequency and energy of abundance. Because I know I have a lot of things. I say all this to say, we need to make space in our homes physically so we can see ourselves creating that space, right? And then we'll move into the mental. Whenever you find yourself speaking negatively, I need you to pull out a journal, a piece of paper, an envelope. Grab your pencil, write it down, and challenge that with a positive one. Okay? So, like, let's say, oh my God, I'm not going to share this because it looks like crap. Your mind is narrating that thought for you. Oh, I'm not going to share this because it looks like crap. And you're going to challenge it by saying, wait, hold on. I actually like this. This artwork that I did. And I know that someone else out there is going to like it too. It's actually really nice. And it took a lot of time and effort on my end to make this. So the internet deserves to see this because it brings me joy. And I know it will bring someone else joy. Boom, challenge. Like, that's how you're going to do it. You just have to keep on playing tennis with it until you get into the habit of having that resilient mindset of constantly, like, whenever your inner critic comes, right? The point is, we can't fully get rid of our ego and our inner critic. The point is that your authentic self needs to jump in the driver's seat and have them in the passenger seat and in the back seat. Like, okay? Because every once in a while, they're going to be like, hey, you won't crash over there. Hey, there's a detour over there. You're not going to find the right way. Oh my God, you suck at driving. Like, that's what they're going to be doing. But you're going to be like, bitch, sit your ass down and listen to these jams, all right? And you keep going on your journey, right? You just keep going. That is the truth, okay? So moving forward, we have pile number 2. The last and final card here, as a healing message from this beautiful and optimistic full moon for you guys, is the 7 of Pentacles, patience. Have patience. Have patience with yourself, with your transformation, with any time that you're going through a low moment. Be patient and know that it's just a phase, literally just a phase. That's why I love working with the moon. I love working with the moon, period, because it reminds me of the phases of life. Like, literally everything on this planet has a phase. There's seasons, right? There's a reason why there's seasons. It's for us to grow, to remember that with The winter is the death, right? It's dying, things withering, things letting go, going like it's just hibernating. It's a moment of hibernation in order for you to tune in, right? And then what happens in spring? Rebirth, blossoming, right? And it's just a beautiful moment. All the birds are out, all the animals are out. They're like, hell yeah, we survived. We made it another season. And that's the beautiful thing about the moon and the earth and all that. But with this, it's having patience with this creation of yours, with this idea that you want to birth, this manifestation you wish to birth. And just because she's pregnant here is not to say that you guys are pregnant and me using the idea. Maybe you guys are, but I'm not sensing that. I'm not sensing that at all in this reading. All I'm saying is that you guys be patient with these ideas that you wish to birth out into the world, to manifest, to bring into fruition. Be very patient with it and be compassionate, be nurturing it. Okay, nurture it. Just like riffing off of that garden sense, you need to nurture your garden. Nurture it, take care of it, tend to your garden, right? And tend to your projects. Nurture yourself and your projects. All right. So moving on, let's pull some cards here. Let's see what else. Sorry, guys. Let's see what else you'll be manifesting during this strawberry full moon with the manifestation oracles. So let's see what pile number 1 is manifesting. Okay, we've got here. Focus on the positive. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. You guys, I had said that you guys focus so much on your insecurities and let your insecurities take the best of you. New moon in Sagittarius, focus on the positive, you guys. And at the back of the deck, which I'm going to use, is the first quarter moon in Libra. Keep your heart open. Yeah. Keep your heart open. That's something that you guys need to work on. Maybe working on your heart chakra, right? Working on your heart chakra to help you guys remain positive and not toxic positivity. Okay, don't focus on toxic positivity, that to the point that it blinds you, right, from the red flags. Like when you see a red flag, swerve from that red flag, and then be positive that you avoided a hot mess. Okay, like that's what I mean to say. All right, so let's get here a message from your higher self, pile number 2. So Spirit, can we get a message from pile number 2's higher self? Okay, we got a card. I don't know where it went. Here it is. Here's the artwork, and at the back of the card it is the desirable. I accept my desires as a pure expression of my essential self. Yes, 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 yes. Being okay and knowing that you are worthy of all those things that you desire. Stop holding yourself back and stop thinking that you're not worthy of those things you desire. Your sheer existence is proof enough of all those things you deserve. You are worthy of it, right? Work towards them, fix whatever needs to be fixed, and in order for you to create space for the new, right? And for the good of all and harm to none, go get those things that make you happy. And at the back of the deck, we have this card here. Beautiful artwork. And it says here, the inspiration. Affirmation, I allow inspiration to fill me so I can inspire others. Yep, that's again tuning in here with the focus on the positive, right? And keeping your heart open. Hell yeah. All right, let me put this, and then we're gonna get a message from your ancestors before we read from the guidebook of this card, message of this card. Okay, Spirit, can we get any messages from the angels, ancestors, and spirit guides? Oh, I knew it. Oh my. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so I had seen this while I was shuffling it, and I was like, ooh, this is going to be the card. But I just wanted to give it a shuffle just to make sure. And lo and behold, High Priest, intend and create. So you guys are my creatives. You guys are the content creators. You guys are the change makers. You guys are going to use some form of medium in order to inspire others to create change as well. Pile number 2. this shit's resonating like hell yeah. Not even like, I hope this is all flowing and being concise and resonating with you guys, but I relate to this 100%. Okay, at the back of the deck we have Magic Guardian. It says here, unlock the magic within. Yes, with you guys tuning into your authentic self and letting go of any insecurities, right? You and transcending, you guys will be unlocking that magic that you guys have within, right? That authenticity, for sure. Look at behind that sun. Enjoy success and happiness. Challenge that fear of failure. Challenge that with a, but what if I succeed? What if I do fucking blow up? Like, come on now. Come on now. Y'all, shit. I feel like if I'm talking to my younger self, wake the fuck up. Come on now. You fucking dope. Like, you guys have so much potential. Don't be holding yourself back. Come on now. Now, moving forward. Let's see here with the law of perception. Let me read from the guidebook, the message. I have to find it first. 1 second. Okay. Law of perception. It says here, you are such a powerful spiritual being that the moment you even conceive yourself to be a divided entity, you set universal law into motion. You inform your subconscious mind, the subjective mind, and the one mind in a blink of consciousness. All spiritual work is the shifting of the identity back to the I am identity. The universe has to agree with you. How you believe life is, how you think life is, it is. You are divine. That is exactly why you guys got the Master card also. You guys easily manifest just with a thought. Just with a thought. So if you feel like you're not good enough, you're not good enough. You need to challenge those negative that negative mindset with the positive in order for you to get out of your hermit mode and to manifest this life that is already yours, but you need to let go of those insecurities. Seriously. Whether this is how it says, whether you think you can or you can't, you're probably right. So which do you choose? The former or the latter? Make that choice. Pile number 2. All right, moving forward. So here's how you're going to awaken the oracle within. It seems you have been playing small at the game called life. Oh my god, I love the synchronicities. Okay, by drawing this card, your higher self desires for you to no longer look to the outside world, to only seek the truth within. There is an almighty, omnipresent presence with you now. There is an indestructible, absolute, and a self-existing aspect of you. The universe is revealing through the law of perception that you can never be the effect of any circumstance. For your destiny is to experience your full divinity. Yes. Oh my god. Absolutely, you guys. Absolutely. Okay, sorry. I love when things synchronize here because it makes me feel like I'm going down the right path. Like everything that I've been channeling for you guys is on point. Okay. So here's a journal in action you guys can do. It says, write down all your perceptions of life. What are the meanings you place upon yourself, people, places, and circumstances of life? Next, ask yourself, is this perception true? That I'm finished. Because I had said as an activity for you guys to do is to challenge a negative thought with a positive one, right? To see if it holds weight, if it's true, if it's valid, right? If it is something that you should continue to subscribe to or not. Confirmation, baby. All right, pile number 2. This is all I'm seeing for you guys. Remember, the theme is to stop letting your insecurities hold you back in order for you to align to your authentic self. All right, in order for you to transcend into your higher self. Pile number 2 is to step out of your hermit mode. Stop letting that fear of failure hold you back in your insecurities, because you guys are the high priest and you guys have so much magic to share with the world. Just stop playing small. Stop self-rejecting. Stop that self-abandonment, all right? So pile number 2, if you like the reading, please give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Share this with anyone you think would care to watch. And also follow me on Instagram. where I have more content on mind, body, and spirit. It's at @co_creating hermit. All right, I'll see you next week. Bye, Cosmic Babe. Hey, Cosmic Babe, if you selected pile number 3 with the, the Desert Rose Selenite crystal and, the Law of Forgiveness, release all judgments and set yourself free, signifier card, and then this is your reading. Remember, at the end of the reading, I read the message from the guidebook. So we're going to do live shuffles today with the tarot cards for the tarot spread and with the oracle cards. Oh, hold on. Before I even do that, so for this reading, I'll be using a Strawberry Moon in Sagittarius tarot spread created by Moon and Cactus. Here is the photo for you guys as a reference. You guys can pause it and take a screenshot. So if you guys do tarot, you can read it for yourself. If not, let's move forward. Let's get straight into it, okay? So I'm going to be doing the live shuffle with the tarot cards here for us, and then I'll be pulling from various oracle cards to see and anything else that you're manifesting with the Moonology manifestation cards, messages from your higher self, and then messages from your ancestors. And then I'll be ending by reading this message here, okay? So let's see how you can expand and find a deeper meaning in your life. Let's see how pile number 3 can expand and find a deeper meaning in your life. We've got here the 10, the Wheel of Fortune, change. That's optimistic. That's positive there, okay? And let's see, how can you be reminded of the fire you carry within? 1 second. How can pile number 3 be reminded of the fire they carry within? 1 card, please, Spirit. How can pile... Okay, we got it. We've got here the Lovers card. Number 6, the Lovers. Okay. Is that all that felt? Yeah, okay. And then let's see, moving forward, how can you embrace the newfound fire and flow more easily with this spike in power? 1 card, please, Spirit. How can pile 3... 1 second. How can pile number 3... Okay, you guys got 3 cards. Well, 2 cards. I'm going to keep these 2. The third one that fell on the floor, I'm not going to keep this one because it fell face down. It's the Knight of... No, is it the Knight or is it the... Hold on, let me double check. I think that's the Page. Yeah, sorry. With the Page of Wands here, you guys got... This one fell on the ground face down. This is the Page of Wands, but I'm not going to keep it. Maybe I'll reference it later. But you guys got 2 cards, and I kid you not, this card came out for all 3 piles. So that is something that we're manifesting with this strawberry full moon in Sagittarius, is harmony for sure. And you guys also got the Magician. So you guys got major arcana cards so far. 3 major arcana cards in your reading. So big changes. Big changes in your life that you're manifesting here, pile number 3. Let's see how... So for the first card that we're getting is, as the eclipse season approaches, what do you guys need to clear from your life? 1 card, please. What does pile number 3 need to clear from their life? 1 card, please. What does pile number 3 need to clear from their life, Spirit? Ooh, you guys got another 2 cards. Okay. The 9 of Swords, laziness. Okay, they calling it how it is. And you guys got this card that also came out in pile number 2. Maybe you guys were curious about pile number 2. You guys have the Tower card, the 16th card, Thunderbolt. So 2 for 2 so far, huh? All right. And then lastly, a healing message from this beautiful and optimistic full moon for you. Let's get a healing message from the beautiful and optimistic full moon for you. 1 card, please, Spirit. Oh my gosh. Okay, your guides is like, nah. We're gonna tell her everything we need to tell her, or tell them everything they need to know. Because you guys got another two cards, and you guys got the Seven of Swords projections, and no, sorry. Did I say swords? I'm so sorry. This is not swords. This is the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups. I'm so sorry. I just realized that. Nine of Cups there with laziness. And then you have the Seven of Cups projections and the Four of Cups turning in. Very interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. At the back of the deck, pile number 3, we've got here the 15th card, the Devil card, conditioning. A lion in sheepskin, huh? A lion and sheepskin. Very interesting. Who is he fooling? He ain't fooling nobody. Look at how that little tiny sheep looks on him. These are damn fools to believe that he's a sheep. I'm sorry. It's just so funny to me. But okay, so the overall energy here of what you guys are manifesting is self-awareness. Like, you guys are becoming more aware of the conditionings, riffing off of the back of the deck card here, the conditionings that you guys have held onto or subscribed to, right? That have created certain unfavorable narratives or situations in your life, right? So for you, in order for you to go the distance and aim towards your goals, we've got the 10th major arcana, which is the Wheel of Fortune card, and it says change here, right? And plain and simple, like literally how it says it, how you can expand and find deeper meaning in your life, pile number 3, is by creating change, the change necessary in order for you to manifest your desires. In order for you to bring them into fruition, you need to start implementing the changes necessary. Okay? This is what I'm getting. This is what I'm getting here. It's like, it's crazy for a person to think that they can expect new and different results with the same method of obtaining them. It's maddening, right? It's, for example, let's use this example. Thomas Edison said it took him like 1,000 ways in order to learn how to make a light bulb. 1,000 mistakes in order to learn one way to create a light bulb. And if it wasn't for all those mistakes to encourage him to keep going and keep trying and to finally find that one way, like he acknowledged those failures and those trials and tribulations and attributed that as to like his final success. And it was crazy to think, like, let's say he just gave up and said, you know what, this one way better fucking work, because I'm not going to try anything else new. It's this way or we're done. Nobody's going to get a light bulb. Like, no one has electricity in their house. Fuck that, because I don't want to try something new. So like, imagine if he keeps on trying the same method over and over and over again and expecting the light bulb to work. He knew that one method was not going to work. So he's like, all right, fuck it. On to the next method. Let's try something. So what I'm sensing for you guys is trying the scientific method. Like, do the scientific method approach. Create your hypothesis. I'm going to insert a picture of the scientific method because I feel like for you guys, pile number 3, you guys are much more attuned to the analytical side, the left side of your brain. You guys may be, whether you are a man or a woman, we all carry masculine and feminine energy within us, right? It's energy. And the left side of our brain is considered more masculine, whereas the right side is created more feminine, okay? So I sense that you guys are operating a lot through the masculine energy, the masculine sense. And it's you guys need to tune into and find harmony and balance with your feminine aspect as well, in order for you guys to create that harmony, in order for you guys to have a balance in your life, right? Don't just overthink everything in the analytical sense. Or it may also be true for you guys to be too into your feminine energy, that you guys don't allow for there to be any analytical part of it and think it through. That's probably why you guys are getting, like, I came up with the scientific method, or I channeled that idea for you guys. So let me know whichever one of those resonates for you, but I'm sensing that one, that you guys are either in the former or the latter too much. Okay? So with that being said, in order for you to regain confidence and be true to yourself, pile number 3 is you need to be reminded of that fire you have within. And with this Lover's card here, I'm sensing is appreciating the duality of you, right? Appreciating the multi-faceted aspect of you. Like, we have many versions of ourselves, and in the sense of like that duality of the masculine and the feminine that's within us, right? And embodying that sense of like, yes, I can be very hardworking and very analytical, and I can be on the go constantly, but I also can, excuse me, it sounded like I said can't, but it's just I'm getting congested for whatever reason now. What I'm also sensing here is that you are going to also appreciate that ability to slow down, to be open to receiving, and to be still enough to receive ideas in order for you to create, right? Or even allowing yourself to be playful and creative, right? And trying new things. So it's allowing yourself the pleasure of being dual, right? No, what else? I just got a hit of something when I was putting that down. I just sensed something that, give it, what was that, Spirit? Your ability to be multifaceted, your ability to be, I feel like the jack of all trades. Like, you guys are the jack of all trades. And I think that's possibly why you feel kind of like, I don't know what to do. I could be a freaking scientist. I could be a cosmetologist if I want. Like, I love a little bit of everything, and I just can't pinpoint like what it is that I want to do. Or, but the thing is here is to appreciate that you're good and talented at everything, and just allowing yourself to enjoy those things just for the sheer point that it brings you joy, right? It's not necessarily to attach your identity to it and say, I am this, so therefore I only like these things. No, it's allowing yourself to enjoy all things that bring you joy in your life and being okay with that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm seriously sensing here. That's what I'm sensing here for you. And be okay with being a jack of all trades. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's confusing. I don't know if that's confusing. I'm sorry if it is. Like, I'll come back to that. Moving forward here. For how are you going to embrace your newfound fire and flow more easily with this spike of power, okay? Is, you guys, how I had said, you guys are those dual energies, right? You guys have the duality. Just like I said, everyone, man or woman, or whatever you identify as, you have the dual of masculine and feminine energy, but sometimes we tend to tune into one more than the other. And when you find the balance of those energies and you create harmony in your life, it's saying here is to realize that you are the magician, right? This is the first card in the major arcana, which is the magician. Here it says existence, right? And it's knowing that you have all the tools, all the knowledge, everything that you already seek externally is already within you. You just need to turn into yourself to seek that inner wisdom, that inner guidance, right? Ask your higher self who is already at that future state, at the desired point, the desired destination that you want. I think you guys seriously may need to check out pile number 2. I think you guys were drawn into that. I think you guys were called to do it, but you weren't sure. But pile number 2, I think that will resonate for you guys for sure. But all I'm saying is that in order for you to manifest your desired destination, right, or your desires, just know that your sheer existence is already you are worthy of all those things that you desire because of your sheer existence. With that being said, you have the power and the ability to create those desires into fruition with spirit, with source, with God, with goddess, with the Most High, whatever you subscribe to, whatever you want to call it, right? With presence, with the all. You are a co-creator, creating your life with that higher power, and it's realizing that you have full control of what you want to bring into fruition into this life and taking inspired action towards it, right? It's no longer victimizing yourself of your circumstances and saying you're a victim of your circumstances, right? Whether you do that consciously or subconsciously, and it's not to say that you do it out of malice, but it's just you've been conditioned that way because society, a lot of people do that. They say, oh, I wish to have a healthy body, but I can't because I'm tired. I work all day. But they have 2 hours to kill after work to watch their favorite show and binge it. Maybe a show that they've already seen many times. I used to do that. I used to binge The Office. I've seen that season about that show about 6 times through and through. And then I would complain with that same breath saying, oh, I wish I could do more with my brand in this community that I want to create, but I don't have time. No, yes, I do. I'm not making time for it. So that's what I'm trying to say is you need to realize that you're a co-creator. You have all the tools and the power to bring your manifestations into fruition. You just need to stop being a victim of your circumstance. Okay? And in doing so, that will give you that power. That will ignite you in a positive way, saying, holy crap, I am in control. I am in control of my life. I can bring my desires into fruition. Holy crap, I'm limitless. What do I want to do? All right, let's get to it. And it's also realizing, right, with that scientific method approach, also realizing, right, and humbling ourselves that to the point that to remember that it's not going to always work the first time. You know what I'm saying? That's a humbling experience. Trying something and then expecting it to go, for the lack of better words, viral, or to be a hit, to be successful, right? It's humbling to be reminded, try again, try again. And it's not a bad thing. It's us fermenting, in a sense, for lack of better words, in order to, it's this. Practice makes progress. So in those low moments of fermentation, how my sister likes to say it, in those low moments where we ferment, it allows us to see what no longer is working for us, in that victim mentality, right? We are given the opportunity to see what is no longer serving for us, what we don't want, and recognizing I am in control of my life and I need to bring about the changes that I want in order to get to my desired destination. So I'm going to go fucking do it. And it's that realization that the hero, the knight in shining armor, is ourselves. And we need to take inspired action to create our desired lives, right? So moving forward, pile number 3. I'm sorry for going on tangents. Moving forward here, we've got the for the 4th question here, which was, since eclipse season is approaching, what do you guys need to clear from your life? It's stop allowing your comfort zone hold you back, because it's creating some form of laziness here. It's what I'm hearing is stop being comfortable with the bare minimum. Stop settling for crumbs when you can get much more. You can get all that you desire. You can have it. Yeah, sure. Whatever you desire wants you to, and it's on its way towards you. However, you need to make sure you're taking the steps to get there, right? Especially if you're making the changes you need in order to get there, you will. And you need to do something dramatic, like literally dramatic, right? You need to do it. You need to create the change that you want. Okay, this is what I just saw. Okay, you know how I just said, whatever you desire is already yours and it's going to happen for you. It's yours already. It's yours. It's not going to miss you. It's not going to miss you. It's yours. It's either you change your life and stop procrastinating, stop making excuses for yourself and create that change, or life will do it for you and create a life-changing event that will catapult you to create this change for you. So would you rather make that change gently and easily, or would you like to be catapulted into that change? Like, and I was catapulted into my change. Let me tell you, that was one hell of a ride. Okay. That was one hell of a ride. And this could be for anything. Like, it could be for your mindset. It could be about like how you do things, how you think, what you say, what you feel, you holding on to limiting beliefs, or you holding yourself back. Like, plug in whatever fits, right? But this is literally during this as this eclipse season comes, spirit's asking me to tell you, create those changes you need. Stop being lazy. Stop holding yourself back. Stop playing small, right? Stop doing all that. And I'm seriously, you guys need to check out pile number 2. Like, I think that will resonate for you, because I'm giving you guys the same tough love that I'm giving them. And it's not to say that I'm just trying to be a bitch or trying to be mean. No, it's like some of us need that tough love, right? And whereas pile number 1 was much more gentler, and it's not to say that I didn't care about them, but I do care about them, but I felt like they needed that gentle energy. Whereas for you guys need that wake up. You guys have like it's like the sense that you guys have, I feel like you guys look at other people's grass and say, oh, the grass is so much greener over there, without even looking at your grass and seeing it's green as fuck. Yeah, sure, there'll be some patches of brown dead grass, but all you need to do is water it. Literally, that's all you need to do is water it in order for it to thrive again. And that's what I'm sensing here. Like, you guys have so much potential, but you guys don't want to realize it because you're so comfortable settling for those crumbs. So let's not do that anymore. You guys have so much potential, pile number 3. So much potential if you tune in to yourselves and allow yourselves to bring in harmony and balance, right? So moving on to the last and final ones here, a healing message from this beautiful, optimistic full moon for you guys is with the 7 of Cups and the 4 of Cups, right? Whenever you guys have you guys are going to be presented many opportunities to go different routes, right? To do different things, experience new things. However, it's said here with the projection cards, be mindful of any of those projections, especially those low vibrational projections you may be throwing off to those opportunities in order for your inner critic to keep you in your comfort zone, right? Be very mindful. Hold yourself accountable. Bring in awareness and mindfulness and say, hold on now. Especially when you sense like this, someone says, hey, I have this new job opportunity for you. And it's a job opportunity that you've been wanting, the job opportunity of your dreams. But your inner critic comes and says, bitch, you're not good enough. No, you're not ready. Like, you don't even, like, when's the last time you dust off your resume? No. When's the last time you did X, Y, and Z? It's not for you. Say no. Oh my God, it's going to be so much work compared to your easy job you have right now. Don't do it. When your authentic higher self, your spirit has been wanting, you feel a calling in there, right? Churn in to swat away all these insecurities that you may be having that are trying to hold you back and in your comfort zone, in your lazy place, right? And realize, be aware of all those projections that your inner critic, your toxic inner critic may be giving, right? Be fully aware of it and how it's trying to hold you back into your comfort zone. So whenever you feel that sense of insecurity, or blockages for that matter, it's a good idea to meditate or to journal any insecurities you may be having, right? Meditate to connect to your higher self, to gain wisdom from your higher self, from your spirit guides, from your ancestors, from your angels, right? Or if you're more less into that woo-woo aspect of it, journal. Literally journal all your insecurities. Write down all those limiting beliefs that are holding you so you can dump it out and it no longer takes space in your mind, right? Because if you think it, it will be. Like, in the sense, like, whether you think you're good at it or not, you're right in that sense. So let go of all those insecurities and papers, crumble it up, burn it up if you want, or just keep it in the book so you can remind yourself, like, holy crap, that's how I used to think. Wow, that's crazy. I'm glad I changed. Like, you know? So moving forward, let's pull some cards for you guys. Let's see what else you'll be manifesting. Pile number 3 during this strawberry full moon in Sagittarius. So Spirit, what will pile number 3 be manifesting during this full moon? Okay, we've got here. Yep. Hold on now. Hold on. Pile number 3, you guys got full moon in Libra. Find balance. Yes, find balance. And it's not to say that, like, that word lazy is a triggering word for me. It's a trigger word for sure. Like, if anyone says that to me, I'm like, bitch, what? I'm lazy. But anyways, it's finding balance. It's like working smarter towards your goals, to the, like, working smarter, not harder. Like, I love that saying because, and it's not the same when you work hard, you're not smart. It's just saying being more efficient with your work, being practical so that you don't burn out. So work more practically and efficiently to avoid burnout. That's smarter, right? While also balancing rest and relaxation. Resting is important. Self-care is important. And that's why I sense for you guys, you need to bring in that balance. It's good to be lounging and resting and chilling all day. Like, I love those days, right? But I have those once a week. I don't have them all day, every day, because I know if I want to bring my manifestations into fruition, I need to put in the work, right? And it's creating balance within my schedule and allowing those rest and recovery times while also taking inspired action towards my goals, right? So it's finding that balance, pile number 3. At the back of the deck, you have full moon in Leo, go wild. Yes, once you find that balance, pile number 3, you guys are gonna go wild. And also a reminder here, leave the past behind. Yeah, the past can't come with you into the future. You can't bring the past with you in the future, or else you're just living in the present moment, living in the past during the present moment. Oh, sorry, wrong crystal here. All right, and let's get some messages from your higher self, pile number 3. Let's get any messages your higher self has for you during this full moon. Any messages for pile number 3 during this full moon, Spirit? Okay, we have here. This is the artwork. So cute. Befriend. Affirmation. I am my own best friend and magnetize others' loving friendships. Befriend. Yeah. Be your own friend, yo. Like, in the sense of, like, stop rejecting yourself. Stop holding yourself back. Be your own cheerleader. Be that support system that you wanted for others. Do that for you, because the one relationship that you've had since the day one is between you, yourself, me, myself, and I. That's the one relationship that you've had, right? So work on that relationship. At the back of the deck here, we have the traumatized. I acknowledge that I have been traumatized, but I am also healing. Yeah, for some of you guys, a lot of those things that are holding you back is from past experiences. That's why you guys have not leave the past behind. That is making you feel at the back of the deck. Hold on, the manifester. I'm manifesting what I see in my mind's eye. Yeah, so you guys have the potential to manifest anything you desire. Pile number 3. It's just reminding yourself, like, I am not my past. All those things that happened to me in my past is not me. It's a part of my story, but it is not me as a whole, right? And it's allowing yourself to move forward and move on. All right, so let's get any messages from your ancestors, your spirit guides. So spirit, can we get any messages? Okay, here we go. I got it super fast. Your guides aren't playing. It says, Lord, I take charge with authority. Yep. Take charge with authority. And at the back of the deck, we have here, Elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. Yeah. Especially with that that traumatized card, you guys are meant to be the generational curse breaker. Like, especially with this card here, confirmation. If you guys have had, right, like, I think I said that for this pile too, you guys have subscribed and adopted negative thinking patterns because of your surrounding areas. Like, your family may have always said, like, oh, I wish you do X, Y, and Z, but I have no time. Oh, well, I'm not gonna live my life. Like, and it's not to say that they didn't enjoy their life, you know what I'm saying? But certain, like, this is true. For example, I'm just gonna give you the example. I am first generation Mexican American, okay? And my parents came from Mexico to here, the United States, in order to provide us the better opportunities than over there in Mexico at those times when they had us, right? So my parents' sole purpose, right, was to come here, provide us that opportunity, but their mentality was survival. Unfortunately, it was in the scarcity mode. So I don't hold grudges or any animosity towards them, because I see other people whose families have been here for generations and they have a house already. Like, their parents bought houses for them and say, here, don't worry about it. Or their parents taught them about credit scores at a young age and credit cards, right? I don't hold it. And I will be honest here, in the beginning I did have some animosity towards them because of that. However, I came to realize they made so many sacrifices coming over here, leaving their whole family behind, their friends behind, their life behind, to start anew for us. Their job was to bring us here. Now our job is to build something here. Okay? And with that being said, a lot of those limiting beliefs that they held, they inevitably passed them down to us. However, me and my siblings are working on breaking those so that our children will not experience that. And our children will be thriving and creating and building off of whatever we built for them, right? So they had to live a life to sustain us and to survive, whereas we, from the first generation onward, gets to thrive, right? It's no longer scarcity but abundance mindset. Like, we're thriving here. So with that being said, sorry for going on a tangent there. You guys are meant to break and create change in your life with this Wheel of Fortune card here. You guys are the change makers in your life, in your family, in your ancestral line, right? You guys are the chain breakers. You guys have been blessed with that life duty, I want to say, right? And it's possibly just you guys going to college. That is breaking a generational curse. Whereas your family has had trades, and it's not to say that trades are bad, no, but you'll be the first one to go to college and get a degree, right? So even the act of that, or being a gentle parenting without having to resort to violence, right? And or creating your own business, right? That's a generational curse breaker. Your family came, survived here, and just had to work for someone else, whereas you get to create a business that is family. It's a family-ran business. You hired your mom, your dad, your brothers, your sisters, your aunts and uncles, and now your whole family's thriving. That is what I'm sensing for you guys, pile number 3. Look at the end, it says here, take care of your needs. Remember to always take care of your needs by balancing When you're working towards your goals and you're meant to bring your manifestations into fruition, always incorporate self-care. Okay, always. You cannot do anything if you are at a bad state, right? Listen, when you go in a plane, what do they always say? Please remember to put on your face mask first before you help anyone else. You can't help anyone else if you can't even help yourself. So remember that, okay? But also take charge with authority. Moving forward, let's read this here before we end. You have the law of forgiveness. 1 second here. 91. Okay. Sorry to go on a tangent there, but I feel like for some of you guys may relate to that because you guys are probably first generation or even second generation, you know? It doesn't matter what gen, or if you guys aren't if you guys' family aren't immigrants within the first few generations and your family has been, because hey, if you're not Native American or Mexican American, because some Mexican Americans, depending on where their ancestors came from, California, California, Nevada, Arizona, Texas, and another state that I'm missing belonged to Mexico at one point. But if you're not Native American, then you're not originally from this country here, okay? Let's just be honest, okay? If you're Caucasian or European descent, your family is immigrants. Maybe your family came here in the 1700s, but regardless, you're an immigrant family, okay? So please, let's not play here, okay? I don't like that. I'm a sociology major, so I'm all about that, okay? And the birds are here. Hi, babes. They're all here. Maybe you guys' spirit animals is a bird. There's birds surrounding my fence right now. So they're all here watching. Anyways, moving forward. It says here, this is the law of releasing and in turn being released from the chains of judgment. Yes. When you forgive, you give yourself back to yourself. This is the restoration of energetic ties of bondage. This is not about letting someone off the hook of cause and effect. It is about freeing yourself from the jail of victimhood. Didn't I say victim mentality for you guys? And then, oh my gosh, look. At the back of this deck, the conditioning, the devil card with that bondage there. Yes, you guys are all about letting go of those bondages. I said it. Oh my God. Okay. I'm so sorry. The awaken. So in order for you to awaken the oracle within, it says here, what do you need to forgive? This card indicates that it is a time to mostly forgive yourself. What are you ready to let go of? Who are you no longer willing to hand your power over to? Are you ready to be set free? Forgiveness is the key of self-love and liberation. You deserve it. Yes, and a journal and action for you here. It says, make amends with yourself. Write a list of all the things you are ready to forgive yourself for, and then burn it. I had said that earlier. Oh my gosh. Okay. Make sure to do this in a contained and safe fireplace. Absolutely. Pile number 1. For you guys, the theme is tuning in to yourself, forgiving yourself, absolutely, for all those things that you didn't do. But remember this by what Maya Angelou says, who I absolutely love and adore. When you know better, you do better. So now that you know better, do better, baby, and forgive yourself in your past mistakes, okay? Forgive yourself so you can move forward, create the change that you need, and in doing so, you will find balance, right? Because for you, you beautiful generational curse breaker, for you are the one that's going to take charge of your life, break those chains, and be the co-creator of your life, right? And in doing so, you're going to honor your family. You're going to not only honor yourself, your family, but your ancestors as well, right? You guys will bring so much balance and harmony by tuning into yourself, by being aware of whatever projections that you may be projecting yourself, or that you have subscribed to, because like, let's say your family had put that there, right? But anyways, pile number 1, pile number 3, you guys, your reading is the longest so far, so I'm gonna call it here. Thank you so much for tuning into this week's video. Please give this reading, this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and share this video with anyone you think would care. Let me know in the comments below if this resonated for you. Also, follow me on Instagram. It's at @co_creatinghermit, where I put content similar to this on mind, body, and spirit. All right. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch you next week. Wow, I can't even speak anymore. Bye, Cosmic Babe.